freight.
Okay.
The hazardous material, which is part of the commercial driver's license.
Right.
They took that away from me.
Okay.
As well as my merchant mariner's card. They ordered everything taken away from me.
Okay.
As an extreme threat to the public. That was back in January 2012.
Okay.
They even had a federal ambush of a bunch of cars coming in the house. They were
Right.
coming to take me somewhere. And the neighbors had to get me out through the back to get me away from that.
Oh,
and then I told it to City Hall. James Kim somehow got involved. And Diane Feinstein, of all people, somehow got involved and took some of the pressure away. He wrote me a letter in her own handwriting, sent me an email, and then after that there was no more communication about my case. But it's connected with Singapore. Because even then, there was another incident in Singapore and possibly Israel. Somebody told me they threw my name out to Israel as an anti-Semite. You being Jewish, you know what they'll do.
I'm not Jewish.
Oh, you're not?
Okay.
Oh,
but I know what
but
they
you know what they
would
would do. Yeah. So they threw my name out as being an anti-Semite. I'm not. So then Singapore/Israel were confronted by SFPD.
Okay.
There's something I have with an attorney. SFPD told me stand near the warehouse. Don't go over there. When they confronted them, when I asked SFPD, when they came back, who are these people? They said, we're not allowed to take you. And these people were following me in 2 cars.
Weird.
So right now, I'm at that status where I'm a broken man.
Right.
I have an affluent family. My father just passed.
Okay.
I'm probably on no-fly list.
Right.
Can't go over to my father's funeral.
Right.
Or
Where is
ceremony
that?
in New York City.
Okay.
I can't go over there, and basically I'm stuck.
What about a bus?
Yeah, but it's too slow because things are happening too fast.
Right.
And
So
then the buses, the way they do it is if you don't have money, they do homeward bound, one-way ticket. Don't ever come back.
Right.
Whereas I was offered work here recently in LA, making almost $2 grand a week. My Muslim community messed me up, and my own ethnic community messed me up.
Okay.
And what I'm showing you is this intimation that I have, information and intimation, supposition that authorities have been cooperating with religious communities to sort of, mess me up, to hold me back. And this is not kookiness. It's not delusional. I have actually substantive information.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave it at that. So where I am now is all that stuff has been revoked for over a year, no explanation. It was all redacted in black. When they put the explanation, all blacked out, nothing. You couldn't see nothing.
So what do you need? What do you looking at? What do you
I need those credentials back. I need somebody to stand in front of the system and say, this man, in fact, I've been staying at SFO Airport with the knowledge of the police.
Okay.
They know me. They know I'm not a threat.
Right.
The police. But the federal part, I have people who have a bone to pick with me.
Right.
And it may be a senator or it may be someone high up in the intelligence structure who doesn't like me. So I need to go in front of the system because that's what had me thrown out from Singapore. The chief of intelligence between the ministers, ruling ministers, and the intelligence bodies was crying. He said, we didn't want to do this. Somebody put pressure on us.
Right.
So right now, as I stand here, I need my credentials back. I need people to know that I'm not an extremist lunatic. I'm not like Jared Lochner. I'm not like the Tessier bombing brothers. Even one of their friends who tried to hide evidence, he was released on bail, $100,000. When they locked me up in the past for a false statement on a passport application, it was over 10 years old. It was over the statute of limitations.
That's right.
You remember that?
That's right. Yeah.
When they locked me up, they wanted $200-something thousand bail on me, and I never had a criminal history before that, except for a telephone bill. With the Seattle police officer that was putting on the cuffs, and I don't like putting these cuffs on you. I never arrested anybody.
For that.
He had a Frank Less for a phone bill. He said, I never arrested anybody like that.
I don't know what I could do for you.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean...
You're Ben, right?
No, I'm Gordon.
You're Gordon, okay. That's right, you're Gordon.
We're working on a deadline, but...
Okay, I see. That's what I saw,
Yeah, and he actually has somebody he's meeting with now.
Okay.
And I'm actually moving to New York in a couple weeks.
You know Jack Dorsett runs Twitter? He told me the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he created Twitter. He said he's moving to New York.
So Ben I know is tied up right now.
Yeah.
And I'm moving. And I'm like, I'm just helping him out on a case.
Yeah.
But so I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But even so, it's like, I don't even know. I mean, I doubt Ben could help you either. But
what about Dennis? Is he still practicing?
Dennis is around, but Dennis, he's getting older.
Retired.
What I would do, exactly. What I would do is call and leave a message for him here. He picks up his messages here, and he can get back to you.
Who, Dennis?
Yeah, do you have a phone number? You do?
I got a phone number, but it's probably Fusion Center monitored. You know about that.
Yeah, but just to try to get you guys to hook up together.
Is that right?
I mean,
does attorney-client privilege apply to phone calls as far as the eavesdropping?
Absolutely.
So they're not supposed to be listening on it?
They'll listen. The thing is, they'll still listen, but they just can't use it in court.
Oh, is that
okay? They're not supposed to listen.
Yeah.
But we both know that they're going to record it, they're going to listen to it, and then they'll keep the information themselves. But I'm just saying, just call Dennis to try to hook up a time. Yeah. And I don't even know what he can do. He's sort of like on the, he is semi-retired.
What's the last last question, I let you go back in. Any fighters similar to Dennis? I met Bill Simpson across the bay, and Bill Simpson stood near me for almost an hour saying, I'm only standing here talking to you as we came out of the court building because I was doing something by myself. He said, because you're a survivor of renditions. When they grabbed me in Singapore, I didn't tell you that, put me on the ground, slapped me up a little bit, said, look, sign a letter that you're a cheat and you're a charlatan and you're a con man and everything, and they were arranging for me to go somewhere else. I had a device that they didn't catch, which was like a phone. I called people in Europe and the U.S. that I'm underground.
You know,
like Singapore. And then they found out. And then they were shocked.
The ACLU has a national security thing.
And what they said is we just put it on file. Even the guy that was standing in front of, what's that street down there across from the Hilton? In ACLU. Yeah, the ACLU, North California headquarters. Even Anthony Romero. I met him years ago in the parking lot when you met me. I was talking to him just like this, me and him alone. Nobody was around. And I said, look, Anthony Romero, gay brother, Latino brother. I grew up in the Latino community. I said, look, I'm in this situation. Somebody's after my ass. Somebody has a bone to pick with me. Help me, Anthony. Help me. Help me. Okay, once he gets back to New York, you can't get through to Anthony.
No way.
Because you have a fortress-like hierarchy.
No way can you get through.
To get through to him. But I have his home number and everything, but I don't bother him. But I stick to the official channel. And Anthony, nobody responded to me. I mean, they said, well, we're taking record. Center Constitutional Rights Bill, whatever, I forget his name. CCR. I've been down to the offices, sixes or whatever.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't. I mean, you're fighting such a big fight against them. And I don't know.
It's not like I'm really fighting them, but I want to bring to the surface the rat.
In order to get your stuff dealt with, though, you got to penetrate way into their system. And so you need a place with really big resources. And I've never understood, what is a place like CCR? What is a place like ACLU? Why do they take some cases and not others?
Thank you.
And I don't get it. And I don't.
But they also take a lot of immigrant cases.